Hi, and welcome to this Partner Care presentation. I would like to introduce ourselves. We are Partner Care Pro Support from Microsoft Partners. We started off helping partners back in 2014, helping the top 1% Microsoft partners, so the big giants in the field, working on incentives and financial benefits, talking about all the benefits the Microsoft Partner Program has to offer. Then in 2015, they said, hey, this is a nice service. We actually have a lot more questions about Microsoft. And that's how our service became an A to Z solution. So from onboarding to Microsoft, to answering questions about the partner program, product content, license technical, up to the most complex mainframe and enterprise license technical questions there are. And then the districts came to us and they say, hey, we actually have a lot more questions for small and mid-sized partners. Can you help them as well? And then we did some research and we created a 4-step optimization program. After that, in 2017, we started global collaboration and expanded to over 40 countries together with the district. So why do you see the picture of the guy hopping out of the pool? Is because the distries and Microsoft, they always make a little bit of fun of us and say, oh, those guys are crazy. They did make the deep dive into Microsoft. So what are we? We are a personal consultancy agency. We don't send out large PDFs files or tell you to go to Microsoft.com. And we don't have one person per product group. We have a single point of contact. So one person, one phone number, one email address for all your questions, A to Z within Microsoft. And we do personal guidance and in your own language. We are based in over 40 countries, and in each country we have a dedicated consultants that speak your language. Obviously, we would love to visit you in your home country, or we like to invite you to visit our office in your capital. But right now, during the COVID situation, which we hope will soon end, we won't be able to see each other, okay? So what are the most asked questions that partners ask us? A lot of times it's all about participating on the incentive programs and securing their incentives, or talking about the different terms and agreements, doing the digital transformation, because we help partners step by step moving from the old technology, OEM, open volume, open license, to SaaS Pay, to transform to SaaS Pay in Azure, and the steps are in between. And also about securing your partner status, and a lot about fusions. Now with Corona, companies are taking over other companies. And how do you manage this within Microsoft? One of the biggest hidden costs for Microsoft partners is wasting time doing online searches for Microsoft information. So just imagine when you have a question about Microsoft, where do you go? You go to Google. You search there in the hope you find the correct answer. Or the Microsoft partners say, we try to contact Microsoft and we are being sent from one support desk to the other. Now with Microsoft having more than 100 different portals and support desks, this can be pretty tough for the partner. Or partners say, well, Microsoft should have so many options to work together, but we only have the feeling that we get a little in that relationship, visualized and activated. Microsoft most of the time is the biggest supplier. We'll try to expand that collaboration together with Microsoft for you, talking about your products to Microsoft, lobbying at Microsoft, shaking hands, getting to know people. So when we ask partners, how do you feel about Microsoft? Most of the time they all say the same thing. It's like being in a jungle. Then we say, okay, let us be your personal guide. We will give you grand tour, answer all your questions along the way, so you can easily make a choice. Where I want to go. I want to go right, I want to go left, and what's around the corner? Are there beautiful parrots there, or are there dangerous crocodiles, if you know what I mean, right? Putting you in this position makes it a lot more fun and efficient to do business with Microsoft, knowing what's ahead of you. So a lot of partners ask us, why doesn't Microsoft fix this themselves? Why don't they help us ourselves? This is because Microsoft is a stockholding company. They focus on top 1% of Microsoft partners. All the other ones have to, find their own way. In between is a thick firewall. Most of the time of external offices, agencies, people, with on one side the partners that have all these questions, and on the other side, well, people in the firewall, people that come straight from the university, which are very nice people, but they don't really know what partners need. Or very technical skilled people that ask you, where's the pain? Where does it hurt? Or there's a lot of external marketing agencies, telemarketing agencies that say, oh, you want to do campaigns with Microsoft, and you pay, 8, 9, 10,000 euros per campaign. They'll promise you a lot of leads, right? So don't be fooled. Let us bring you around the firewall and put you really into contact with the real Microsoft. Besides the firewall, there are also many different portals. Microsoft has a portal for each subject: administration portals, training portals, support portals, management portals, technical support portals. For every portal, for every subject, they have a portal. With the idea probably that you at day one, when you started to subscribe to Microsoft, swim through all these portals and discover them and explain to all your colleagues what is on each portal. Which is a nice thought, obviously, but in real life, it doesn't work like that. You don't say, hey, on a Friday afternoon, let's get the beers from the cooling and, let's make a deep dive into Microsoft. No, you don't do that. You are busy with, supporting infrastructures, maintaining infrastructures, thinking about beautiful solutions for the end customer, making the end customer happy, right? So how do we do this? We do this in 4 steps. Phase 1, Microsoft administration. We also call this the Microsoft Health Check. It's 85 euros per month, monthly executable. You can easily start the service on your cloud marketplace, or send us an email to support@partnercare.eu, and then we start helping you. A little bit like we're doing right now. You're logged in behind your own computer, and we share screens. We log into your system, and then we run through everything, through all the portals, tenants, set everything up for you, do security checks as well, make sure you get your incentives and all that kind of stuff, right? At that point, you get a nice dossier of where you are, because if you want to make a trip, you first have to know where you are. A couple of to-dos and a couple of options. And in that overview, which your partners really like, then we also talk, for example, about training. And then the partners say, yeah, training. We also have to train our people. So that's why we have phase 2 training. Again, 85 euros per month, monthly executable, so you can stop whenever you feel like it. We start to talk about your Microsoft knowledge. What are you good with? What is your comfort zone? What do you know about Microsoft? But also, where would you like to go? Where do you think you're good at with Microsoft? Which exams or which competencies or assessments are you trying to achieve? Always thinking about the shortest, quickest, and most efficient way for you to get to your point, from point A to point B. When you don't have to start filling your whole wall filled with gold certificates to get to certain points. We always look at ROE versus time. How much time would you like to invest, and when is the ROE? When do you get your kickback? We also talk about incentives. So we have an additional pack for the bigger partners. If you do like 50K sales pay per month, we have an additional incentives pack. So in the basics, phase 1 administration, we already talk about incentives, set it up, start making money for you. Most of the time in the first or second call, we already reach ROE for partner care cost for the whole year. In phase 3 incentives, we make a further deep dive. This is with the really big partners. And then we can further help you as well. Partners are happy to pay for this because they know they get their money worth easily back, the ROE. And then there's support. Once we get to know each other, the basic administration is set up. We know what you guys know. Then we're able to answer all your questions for all your colleagues as well. So again, from simple onboarding questions to partner program, financial questions for your finance department, for example, technical questions, product questions, partner program benefits questions, doing marketing with Microsoft, technical questions, license technical questions, up to the most complex mainframe and enterprise license technical questions. We also do this in the weekend and at night, and we also do it white label. So we don't say partner care when we pick up the phone, but we can help you or listen in to calls and together go to end customers and listen with you and advise you at the end of the call to see what the correct solution is, for example, right? Or fix issues. So in short, we are a guide and we really love to help you. How can you activate the service? It's very simple. You go to marketplace.also and then .uk or .co.uk or .de or .fr, whatever your country's name is. And then you search for phase 1. You go logged in. On the bottom, you go to new service. You click on it. You search for phase 1 administration. and then you should be able to find, or you type Microsoft or phase 1, you should be able to find the search, you click on it, order it, and then it will be activated. We will contact you within 24 hours, or you can just send an email to support@partnercare.eu and we'll help you on board. That's it for now. So thank you very much for your time and your interest, and we hope to meet you soon. Have a nice further virtual event. Thank you. Bye.